a Razor backlash, a Netflix mismatch, and the Fiji water aftermath. Coming up today on The Point.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas me faire? Tu me fais pas peur. Plus de souper avec tes parents.
Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Ori and Zaid are away. They're making movie magic, but back with us is Fatality.
Yay!
And
me.
new daddy.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah.
New father. Let's just say that.
It's Jim. Jim, welcome back.
Thank you.
How is fatherhood? Maya is her name.
Maya is her
Girl.
name. Yeah,
Aw.
and just to go on the name, Jen came up with the name. She read a New York Times article written about Maya Rudolph.
Oh.
And was very
That's
influenced
awesome.
on that. And it's amazing. And it's basically talking about God and how, God makes people in his image, and that God would have made Maya Rudolph in his image or her image because she is very ethnically, I guess diverse or ambiguous, and just that she's amazing and just a force, and that everything that she's in, people want more of her.
Agreed.
And so she read that and she's like, it's amazing. Plus Maya Rudolph, mixed race.
Right. Yes.
Our baby mixed race. So
Did you
we're
know
like,
that Maya Rudolph is also married to P.T. Anderson?
I did not know. I don't know who P.T. Anderson is.
I don't
One
know
of
who
the
that
most
is either.
prolific, incredible filmmakers over time. There Will Be Blood,
Oh, okay.
Inherent Vice, and
Yeah.
various
But
other
more
things.
importantly-
Magnolia, all that stuff.
Look at how adorable. You gotta love that. That is an adorable photo, and congratulations.
Thank you. She was,
Mazel
I
tov.
think she was like 4 days old, or two or 3 days old. Sorry, when that picture. So she's very tiny.
Wow.
Guarantee you go back through your Instagram account, we'll find pictures exactly like this, except it's a burrito instead.
Well, now that everybody's back and ready to go, let's jump into it. Talking point number 1, Empire of Hate. Okay, so as you may have heard, actor Jussie Smollett, if I'm saying that correctly. Smollett?
I thought it was like Smollett. I
he-
never saw it.
Oh, okay, well, he's African American. He's most known from the show Empire. He's also openly gay. He was attacked on the streets of Chicago in what seems to be a homophobic and racist hate crime.
Screaming MAGA stuff.
Well, yeah, okay. So in an interview with police, he said that his attackers yelled MAGA country, MAGA, make America great again. Also, the men struck him, poured an unknown chemical substance on him, and wrapped a rope around his neck.
It was bleach, wasn't it?
I've heard that it was bleach. According to this report, it doesn't say that specifically. But the rope around the neck was obvious about lynching.
Yeah.
I mean, this is awful, and I think we can all agree that this is awful. My first question is Trump partly to blame?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Next question.
Well,
If you're in a position of power,
He makes
and
it
which you
feel
are
like
as the president of
everybody-
the United States, and you openly promote hate the way that he does, you give voice to these bigots and these despicable people, and this is what happens. There's a rise in acceptance and people thinking that it's okay to do this, and this is what happens. So
But now,
absolutely, he's
Donald Trump, as he does, he tweeted calling out the attackers and saying that this incident was horrible. So can people have it? Is he trying, or his supporters trying to have it both ways?
I would ask like how well was it written, his tweet, and whether or not it was a ghostwriter or not, because he tends to do that a lot.
That's true.
also it doesn't
If
matter.
there's not like typos or something in it, then it's
the
probably
more,
not
like
him.
if you say 100 times like gay people are horrible and they shouldn't exist and black people are awful or whatever it is you're saying, and then say one thing like, oh no, that was terrible.
Yeah,
like
that
that's
one
that's
thing
not that
doesn't
doesn't
mean
balance it out.
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's just like, oh, this is what I have to say because this is what people are supposed to say at this time.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, other people tweeted their support for Jussie, including Kevin Hart. He said, sending prayers your way. This is unbelievably sad. Why are we going backwards? This is disgusting. We as people have to do better. WTF is going on in the world. People then went after Kevin Hart.
Of course.
of course they did because fuck the internet.
Well,
But anyway.
Well, but people said, responded saying, do you see why the jokes
Right.
were not funny? The
Did they
jokes that
respond
got
to that?
him in trouble.
Yeah.
But like, sorry.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, but like, do we really think jokes are to blame? Like, Donald Trump and his spewing of hate is more to blame for this than a couple of really bad, really bad jokes.
And they're also
Like, I-
dated.
like,
Well, but
you know what I
trying
mean?
to
They're not
try
like
and, like-
him putting them out in 2018, right? These
Yeah.
were jokes from like
But one
2011.
of the
whatever.
jokes was about
No,
beating his gay son.
Yeah.
If his son were gay, he'd
Sure.
beat him. And somebody on Twitter called him out for that. So if you're going to go after Donald Trump.
But to say those
Or-
are even though,
It's like saying
that
that
doesn't
this-
make sense.
the-
to me.
No, but his
Scientists
apology is like
for
saving
global-
face for what he said in the past, and then not wanting to apologize because he's apologized so many times, and now he's doing this because he knows that he has to.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like
I mean,
But he's kind of damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. If he didn't say anything,
Yes.
we would have been having
Well,
the
but
same
then- but this
conversation.
goes
But
back
he
to-
didn't
no,
say
I
anything.
don't think so.
I
If
think
he didn't
so.
say anything, like nobody would have really.
No, I think we
no,
would
if
have
he
said
didn't say,
something.
I think if he didn't interject himself here, we wouldn't be talking about Kevin
Yeah.
Hart.
Oh, I think we would have. 100%.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yes, as a
Not
black
every-
guy, yeah, of course he would have. Where's your support? We would have been yelling.
But not every celebrity tweets about stuff like this. So.
Well,
Oh,
another.
and then we
Hold
get
on.
mad at like Taylor
The-
Swift when she doesn't, and it's a blah blah blah. We do it
I
all
think-
the time.
yeah, but she refuses to tweet anything about politics and her choices and all this shit that she does. But
Yeah, we
I've
get
brought
mad
this,
about that.
I brought this up on the show before but anyway, it was Bill Maher talking about like, you know, there's like the giant pile of shit in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
and we're over in the corner with a toothbrush, you know, focusing on one square little inch, like, oh, we gotta make this perfect, gotta make this perfect. Like, I think that's my general perspective on this kind of thing. Like, yes, Kevin Hart should not have tweeted what he tweeted at the time. Yes, it was bad, and yes, it probably in some small fractional way did contribute as the overall culture toward things like this happening. However, we need to set that aside until we fix the giant pile of shit like Trump and the people spewing actual hate right now, until we get that sorted, and then we can start figuring out like, okay, you know what, you did something shitty in the past.
but you can't
that-
fix the bigger stuff. That's why you like.
No, you
pinpoint
have
the
to
small
focus
stuff.
on the bigger
have
stuff
to.
because it's hard and people have to do
But
the
it's
hard
but I
work,
think
and
Tito
nobody wants
no,
to
but I
do
think
the hard
Tito
work, and that's what
makes a
sucks
point
about
there because
society
you
right now.
can't fix the big stuff.
Yes,
It's
you
harder to
can.
fix the
It
big
is
stuff.
harder.
So
Harder, but you
it's
can do
harder,
it.
but that's why people don't.
Yeah,
Someone
so
else.
fuck people. We
So-
gotta
Well,
actually
but
do the work.
but people are the only people who can fix this.
Well,
But
then
they're not
people are
trying.
fucking
Which is why
morons.
people go after. That's why the far left goes after the center left instead of going after the right wing, because it's easier to go after people who you agree with 90% of the time than to go after people who you're frankly never going to change their mind because they're in a completely different universe. Someone else who tweeted was Ellen DeGeneres, who of course got in trouble for supporting Kevin Hart.
Yes.
She tweeted 4 years ago, and this is true, Jussie Smollett came out on my show. I'm sending him and his family so much love today. Cue the Twitterverse. Really? Inserting your show here? It's just sad. What about the guy who joked about beating up his kid?
I almost watched Inception last night, and then I didn't, but now I feel like I have just now. How many levels deep are we?
Well, but Adam-
Again, you're gonna. It's what you just said. You're gonna fight over the little piece of shit instead of going after the people who actually, on a daily basis, spew out so much hate.
Yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres, yeah, you had Kevin Hart on. You like Kevin Hart, blah blah blah. You gave that whole interview.
But she's also
okay.
done so much for the LGBTQ
But
community.
right,
as
and now
well,
we're gonna go and hate her
progressing
for
that.
one thing. Like, it's so ridiculous. I need more.
Sorry.
Before we go on, I you know, not that we know Jussie Smollett, but obviously this was horrible, and we hope he
God.
recovers.
Jesus.
And the victims are brought to justice. But speaking of things to get
get me going.
get you going, Okay, so Netflix released a docuseries about serial killer Ted Bundy.
I said before we started rolling, I would not be able to function if I had to do this whole show with an erection. Okay.
Well,
True
okay,
story.
here we
so
go.
And now, what are you doing to me?
okay, well the docuseries
look at that
is called
unibrow.
Conversations with a Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes, and it
So
paints a
good.
dark picture of Bundy.
Oh, yeah.
He's estimated to have committed 30 murders. But people were commenting on social media about how good looking this guy is.
You mean straight white women, right?
No.
Straight white men. I think
Gay-
it's pretty
gay men
attractive.
were
Like,
into
I
it.
get it.
Well, okay, so Netflix felt the need to respond. So on Netflix's
I saw that. Yeah.
official Twitter account, Netflix
Right.
wrote, although they wrote it in the first person, which I think is kind of weird, I've seen a lot of talk about Ted Bundy's alleged hotness and would like to gently remind everyone that there are literally thousands of hot men on the service, Netflix, almost all of whom are not convicted serial murderers.
It's true.
Quick
it's
side note,
true.
he looks like a combination of James Franco and Peter Falk.
A little bit.
James Franco and Peter Falk.
I
That
knew
is-
Jim would be,
that is
maybe
an
Fred would be the only two
amazing-
who would get what I was talking. But right?
Okay.
Viewers who are under the age of
People
the
are-
three of us, Google those two people and you will totally understand what I'm talking about.
What?
This is just like that guy who got arrested for something and then his mugshot went viral because he was hot.
Oh yeah.
Hot.
Okay, wait.
And now he's a
okay.
model.
Okay, Ted Bundy.
Good for him.
I haven't seen this docuseries, but
It's
my
so good.
understanding is that part of how he lured his victims
He's charming.
His charming, his
This is
charisma,
how, this
his
is how every serial
attractiveness.
killer. That's how Paul Bernardo did it. This is how people.
But I think wasn't
Like,
I'm
that's
pretty
what
sure
they
he was
do.
one of like the first serial killers that was like an attractive guy. All the ones before.
But okay, so the question is, can a
So-
serial killer be hot?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not.
It's
when-
an asset, I think, for
Yeah,
them if they're
100%.
trying to accomplish
But not after
their-
you know all the shit he's done. It's like
No,
this.
nobody's
stuff's
saying
coming
he's
out.
it's like-
good material
but like-
to be like a boyfriend or a husband.
no, but
We're
also-
You know
saying
there
that
are
he's
people out there who
physically
want
attractive
that.
to look at.
But this is also not new because like when it happened, like the courtroom would be full of young women.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look crazy.
Would go and watch because he was so.
But why do you think they're making
beautiful.
Zac Efron play him?
Well, that's no, Faye, you're absolutely
They're
right
perp-
because there's a movie coming out called Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile.
It's a terrible
Hopefully
movie.
titled still to be.
It's a quote that the judge said to Ted.
Okay, because it's an odd title.
It is an
but,
odd title.
Maybe
It is
not
Zac
a
Efron was cast as Ted Bundy.
Yes,
Oh
Daddy.
yeah.
So I mean,
Sorry, I'm getting very
and
excited.
but now people are angry.
Okay, but
that
he's not
they-
like the serial killer's not hot. He's hot, so it's just
No,
because
but
he's
he
playing a
kind of looks
character.
like Ted Bundy here, and the whole idea is that Ted Bundy was good looking,
Yes,
and
of
that's how
course.
he
Those eyebrows.
lured women into his
Yeah.
lair.
People have a really hard time with the idea that hot people can do shitty things.
Chris Brown,
Huh?
right?
Yes.
Chris Brown is a
Like,
perfect example.
Just
He's
because
not attractive and he's a piece of shit. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he was hot.
But that's what you think. But he still has hordes
Yeah.
of fans and female fans who are willing and will say right on Twitter, be like, "I'd let him punch me," right? Like,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. He's so
100%.
fine. I'd let him punch me
Yeah.
around. Like,
Whoa,
That's the mentality?
I will say, I felt
yeah.
bad in the '90s. The Menendez brothers,
Yes.
who killed their
Parents.
just their parents,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the 30 murders.
Hey, just
Yeah.
kill their parents. That's fine.
But they were hot. And in they just did a fictionalized
Yeah.
version
TV
of
show.
it. It was a
Wasn't
TV
there-
show.
TV show.
And again, they were played by good-looking actors because in real life they were
were
good-looking.
Wasn't there a thing?
I mean, what are you gonna do? Cast somebody,
Who's super ugly just because they
ugly,
did ugly
when
things?
he wasn't. This doesn't
The
make sense.
point
to
is,
me.
they're only talking about how attractive they are, as opposed to all this shit that they did. It's like,
Right,
What
but
do
that's
we-
the
but what do you-
interesting
but you
thing
still
about
talk
it. That
about?
is the point. Like, they are hot, beautiful people who did awful, awful, terrible things, and it's how society then reacts to that.
right, and I think
Also, he's in jail. Like it's not like there's more.
Teddy, he's
No,
dead.
but
Or you know what I mean? Like I meant like he was put in jail and like
Yeah.
he's
Right.
There's
But
no
I-
justice
but
that
I-
still needs to come for Ted
Yeah.
Bundy. you
I
know
think
what I mean?
Jim
Yeah.
makes the point that we have to realize as a society that just because you're good looking, it doesn't mean that you can't be guilty of horrible things. That how you look
fact.
is not a reflection of your mind.
I mean, I do
I would
amazing
even
things, and I'm not a
posit-
model.
I would even posit that the more attractive you are, the worse person you are. Come at me.
What are you trying to say?
Are you hot shaming? No hot shaming on this
You know
show.
what?
Doing a
Fuck
lot.
the hot
And
people.
now it's time for Tito's midpoint.
Let's just look at more hot people now.
No mercy, baby.
This week we are playing On Point, and it is all fashioned from the SAG Awards.
Oh God, here we go.
So, the Screen Actors Guild, for people who don't know.
I think everybody knows.
Not everybody knows.
Well, then I can't.
They live under.
Well, no,
a
we
rock.
can do something about it. We can say SAG is the Screen Actors Guild.
First,
I'm
we
just
have
saying.
Canadian
Oh, no, there you go.
Sandra Oh.
Oh, on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She
yeah.
looks so beautiful.
I'm not a fan of the hair, but
Yes.
I love
I
that.
just looked at the
though.
hair. I'm not a
Yeah,
fan of the hair.
but the dress.
the
is
dress
cool.
is.
The hair is
Yeah.
cute.
It
It's like slicked
Don't you
back.
think the
If
hair
it's
is
slicked
cute?
back.
I mean,
It's hard
I
to
want
tell
to
from this
see.
angle.
Yeah, I want to see more of like what's behind. Like what's
Yeah.
where is the rest
Or
of the
from
hair?
the side, a little
Well,
side
too bad.
profile.
You can't now. You'll have to look it up.
Well, who decided the photos? Give me some
It's
variety,
about
okay?
the outfit, not her.
Fine.
Next, we have Margot Robbie.
No.
Stunning,
No, on point.
gorgeous,
Because also it's Margot
flawless.
Robbie, so
Is that blue-white dress
No, it's not.
fiasco?
Oh, it does look like that.
Kind of look like that.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
it is white.
It's the resolution of the screen, guys.
I think she looks great. I think I'm the only one, but I think it's also because I like Margot Robbie a lot.
Her face looks nice. I just like the dress.
It's very simple and elegant, and has little
It's
cutouts.
simple and
Like maybe you could see your
it,
cooch right
no,
there.
it looks like bad curtains from the 70s.
And like the line just cut her off.
Yeah, I don't like.
Next, we have Chadwick Boseman.
Yes,
I like
Hunchy.
that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yes, I love that jacket. And the brooches?
Yeah.
I wish I could get away with something like
It's
that.
not really her doing it.
Take off his pants and
You don't like
You're
it?
not doing
like,
it for you?
It looks
Shocking.
like a
We
tree.
disagree.
Like the
That's a
leaves just
hilarious
fell and
joke
landed
of
on
mine.
his jacket.
And it looks great. It makes him look
He
like a
looks like
man of the earth.
I don't like the print.
he looks like Groot.
I love Groot. Next, we have Emily Blunt,
No, I'm not.
She looks like a Star
giving
Trek
you
character.
vagina
dressed as a
vibes.
vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look labial.
But I do love it. It's so pretty still.
No.
I'm not a fan.
Get rid of those weird
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the
sleeve
color.
things
Gives it
and just a
volume.
simple pink.
The
Yeah.
color
would
is
look
good for her.
incredible.
The
Yeah,
color's great, yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah, she looks pretty.
Whatever, what do
I
I
like
know?
it.
Faye?
I'm wearing a plaid shirt.
I mean, for some reason, she looks like an Austin twin.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
She does.
Yeah.
Next, we have Angela Bassett.
She needs a fuller house though.
Angela Bassett.
Yes.
She is giving you all the frills.
No,
All of
this
them.
was Marie Kondo who told her to get rid of her books, so she made a dress out of them.
She looks so great.
I don't like it. I don't. Like it.
Oh, I like it.
I think she
looks
looks good.
very.
I think she looks great.
I don't like
I
those.
think it's
thrills.
No, it looks
No.
stupid.
No, she looks great. And what's her age?
She's like
She's like
60 or
60
something. Yeah.
something.
I mean,
She's great.
She
but, like,
She
is-
looks great, but I just don't like that dress.
no,
Her
but
fashion
she
choices
is
are
working
terrible.
it. No, I think that looks really
She's
good.
giving you
No.
everything. Next, we have Henry Golding
Yes.
in gold.
Who is
Yes.
that?
He's
Crazy Rich
from
Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, and from The
He's a
Simple Favor?
good-looking
and
man.
from A Simple Favor.
Have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
I haven't seen it.
It's good.
Is
It's
it?
weird.
Have you seen
Yeah.
The Simple Favor?
Yes.
looks so nice.
Love that.
So good.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Yeah, I like that.
Did you notice
I like the-
product
yeah, it's a
placement
good
in
color for him.
Simple Favor?
Yeah, it works.
The aviation
Okay,
gem that she's
kids.
making?
Yeah.
Next, we have Mandy Moore.
I like that.
I don't like the dress.
It's
I
simple,
love
but I
her,
like
So
it.
elegant.
but I don't like. The
I
dress.
like it, but it
It's
seems
fabulous.
a little grim, but I like it.
It kind of looks like
you
she's
know?
like, yeah, going to a funeral, but like a
But I
fancy
like
one.
it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's on point, but it's
Going
weird.
to a funeral, but then make it fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it wasn't off the shoulder, it would look better.
Maybe.
No, I love the shoulder. Giving you a little skin.
Oh, no, she has great skin. I just don't. Yeah.
Next, we have Chris, not so fine Pine.
That's a weird look.
Yeah.
I don't
No
know.
socks happening.
No.
I feel like only black guys can look good in
No.
all white skin.
Yeah, well, I disagree, but I think that's just not the right cut. I think that it's not the right cut
No,
of jacket.
he looks like an ice cream truck driver in an upscale neighborhood.
Yes.
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 It's so true.
Plus, also the white on the white-ish background. Like, it's not a good contrast
No.
for the
Nice
photo
suit, just
as
not
well.
on him.
Also, he's not wearing socks. Get out of here, Chris.
No, he looks like a
Sock fan.
Yeah, those shoes don't go with that.
Also not aging well.
it's like a refrigerator in a bow tie.
Now, him with just those shoes and that bow tie,
Right.
maybe.
I don't know even that
No.
way.
No.
Next
Captain
we
Kirk, for
have
God's sake.
Jane Fonda.
I'm not a big fan.
I like it for.
She
You don't like
looks
Jane Fonda?
terrible.
not
Or
that
just the
dress.
dress? I don't like the dress either.
No,
I think it's
she
age appropriate. I think she looks good.
That
No.
last year she came out with that stunning like pink thing on the. She just looked amazing. And this is
She
not.
literally looks like she ripped this out of Phyllis Diller's closet.
I was thinking she looked like a reject extra from Shape of Water.
Yeah.
looked
I was
like a piece of
gonna
salmon.
make a Little Mermaid joke, but
Yeah.
that was good.
It's getting too catty. Let's move on.
Next we have Timothée Chalamet.
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
That-
I like it. It seems too casual, but I like it.
Yeah, it is
Really?
casual.
I love
It
it.
does look casual, but it's
got the
nice.
shaggy.
so much better than what he wore to the Golden Globes.
I love it all. Take
What-
your dick
and-
out. Let me
and
suck it.
Why did he not look good at the Golden Globes?
Stop it.
Because he was wearing what this next person was wearing.
Exactly.
Michael B. Jordan.
What is
that?
That's 10 times worse, though.
Did he put a
What
baby
is that?
Bjorn over
It
his
is another
suit?
harness look that people have been
What is
sporting.
that? But what is it? It's like it's a nice suit, but
The suit is nice,
The
but
suit would be great without that.
Yeah.
He's off point.
Is it?
Off point, Michael B.
That is
Jordan.
like legit the
no,
definition of
that
off
is
point.
awful point.
You
But
tried
you
so
liked
hard.
What
off point.
Timothée was
Because
wearing.
it was all black. It worked. This is like, that doesn't work at all.
is it supposed to be like a scarf or something?
It's just
It kind of looks like it's supposed to be
It
a
looks
scarf,
like a baby
yeah.
harness, but the baby fell off.
Yeah.
and landed into Jim's
It's
lap.
true. It's so
Next
true.
we have Queen
Oh, yeah.
Gaga.
That looks good.
Yes.
No.
Great dress, great
What do you mean,
pose.
no?
She's working
She
it.
looks like she just took a bunch of toilet paper and wrapped it around herself.
Really?
Like,
Oh, she
no.
looks so good.
Yeah, but of all people to pull that off, it would be her
A
anyway.
beautiful ostrich. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. She looks like she should be in like Black Swan or something.
Well, I don't know which one is the best, but
I
I,
love
think
the lipstick. I love
Gaga,
the hair.
obviously.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree
That's a no.
that's just
Yeah.
No.
That's
no.
a no.
Yeah.
though.
Thank you, Tito, for today's very fashionable midpoint.
Very fashionable. We're so fashionable.
No mercy, baby.
And now it's time for talking point number 2, razor thin manhood. Now, a few weeks ago, we haven't had a chance to talk
Like a
about it
small
yet.
dick.
But well, maybe some of the people who were angry about this ad for Gillette razors, it was a 2-minute ad called The Best Men Can Be. And it kind of calls out men for toxic masculinity and bullying and those sorts of things.
I love that shot, by the way. The barbecue.
Right.
It's the line of men in barbecue.
I
Like,
think
eating boys
this
will be boys, will be boys,
commercial
will be
was
boys. Is
very well
fantastic.
done, and it is an amazing thing to put out.
Yep.
No, I
It's
agree.
just like
I think-
really extra. Like it's.
It was a little extra, yeah. It's a little.
Well, but it's a
and
two-
had nothing to
like-
do with Gillette.
No one's
Well, I don't
shaving.
okay. I don't understand.
Yeah, no one's shaving. You don't even see a.
all clean shaven.
I don't understand ads that have nothing to do with the product, but whatever.
Gets you talking about
it
it,
is.
though.
Huh?
It gets you talking.
It
about
gets you talking, and we're talking here. But Tito, some people were not happy about this ad.
Oh my God! Let me guess. Straight white men mostly.
On the internet.
Not just on the internet. Where's the quote? I can't find it now. Oh, Pierce Morgan.
Oh God.
Oh, that fucking human trash bag.
He's such a piece of shit.
Worst.
He came for Ariana again. I can't.
He said, "This absurd virtue signaling PC guff may drive me away to a company less eager to fuel the current pathetic global assault on masculinity."
How do you take seriously someone who says the word guff?
Well, he's British. I think they say.
It's
think
hard enough to take
more
British people seriously.
common.
Come at me, British people. I'm kidding.
Like there was a viral thing of people flushing their Gillette razors down the toilet.
But you know what?
Number
It's good.
one,
It's
you
good.
paid for those razors,
Which
so
are
you're
not
just
cheap.
hurting yourself. And
It's
number
keeping
two, you're going to
plumbers
destroy your
employed.
plumbing. So
It's
you're,
a jobs program for plumbers.
it's like the people who burn their Nikes
Yeah,
after the
exactly.
Colin
Spend
Kaepernick thing.
$300
It's
on Nikes and then set them on fire.
And
so
because
dumb.
they're like, oh, they're making me feel bad as a
Okay.
white person, so I'm burning my Nikes. It's like,
Okay.
is that the message you got from this? Because
Yeah, stupid.
But it takes an incredible
But-
amount of strength
okay.
to be able to be self-reflexive, and the people who it's targeting are not strong enough to be able to be self-reflexive.
We have to wrap, but speaking of stupid, Fiji Water Girl.
Yes, my girl Kenneth Cuthbert. She's from Toronto. She's a model. She's
Okay,
doing the right thing.
she's now, you know, the whole thing.
Tito
She
lights it.
I love her
photobombed
so
at the
much.
awards, the Golden Globes.
Yep.
She's now suing
Good for her.
Fiji Water because they're using her. They're doing like cardboard cutouts
Yeah,
of
well,
her at
they
supermarket.
didn't tell her to
No,
go
I'm
and
sorry.
do what she did, and she did it,
No,
and now
I'm so-
she's getting
I've
like 15
signed-
minutes of fame.
No.
And she
You have
didn't
to
sign
see
anything.
what the contracts
Right,
say.
no, but
we have no
anybody
idea.
who does this, something like this,
Just a
their
smart.
contract, their waiver is going to say, we have the right to, when you sign it, it says, you have the
Not
right.
to advertise to sell more
No,
of your
we
shit.
can use your image in any way,
Yeah.
shape, or form, in perpetuity, globally. Like,
We don't know. The
No,
ultimate
I-
story is we have no idea what the actual contract was in this case. So
no,
there's no way to tell.
but the standard contract is
it's a release.
it's a release. You can use
Right.
my image however you see fit in perpetuity.
Or for a year, or whatever the
Depends
case
on
is.
contract, I guess.
That's
I
true.
mean, we haven't seen the contract, but I can't believe that her contract wouldn't have had that in it, which means, if that is the case, that
Well,
this
no,
is
if you're hired
more
to do a job to just serve water to
corporate-
celebrities, it has nothing to do with your image.
No, but you're
because-
going to end up in photographs. So,
Yeah.
I don't think
Fiji
that would
Water
be-
is going to protect themselves. These massive corporate entities are going to protect themselves, which
Whatever.
means
have we
this
honestly
whole,
ever seen something like this, though?
This whole lawsuit is more free publicity for Fiji Water. I only put it up because he thinks she's a queen, but I can't stand this whole thing because I'm too cynical.
Whatever. She got her 50 minutes of fame, and now she's getting all the
And
money
now
she can
she's
get out of it.
extending it.
Yeah.
And
Good for
we are
her.
talking
She's a
about-
model.
And
She's
we are
in talks
talking-
with Evian.
And
Like,
we-
he's branching out.
That's Andy King's realm, so let him.
But this is, and we're talking about Fiji Water. This is.
Which is great
She's
water,
the first
by the way.
meme of the year, okay? She's great.
Support the point, Fiji.
Yeah. Give us some water.
Hashtag Fiji supports the point.
You can use our image. We'll sign
yeah,
whatever
you can
want.
use our image
If you
in
pay us.
supermarkets.
Yeah.
Okay, Tito, Bop of the Week.
Bob of the week this week is Mabel, and it's called "Don't Call Me Up."
Don't call you what?
Don't call me up. Don't call me up.
Oh, call me up. Why is it that people still do this to mimic a phone when nobody talks
Because
on a
you're
phone
old,
like
so
this?
I did it to you.
Burn!
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Press the red button and then hit the little bell, the little bell, so you get notifications that there's a new episode. Helps us greatly, costs you nothing. YouTube.com/thepointguys. You can also check out our audio podcast on iTunes. Of course, what else? Oh, if you really want to help us out, go to our crowdfunding site, patreon.com/thepointguys. You can comment below about anything we talked about today, even Fiji Water Girl, even though I don't want to talk about Fiji Water Girl anymore.
I do.
No, Fiji
Tito
Water.
does.
Tito does. Okay, fine. You know what? There, I'll put her back on the screen.
Yay!
See, she's
See,
photobombing
she's in the
me.
back of
Facebook,
even this.
Twitter, Instagram, @thepointguys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Fiji
nothing.
Water Girl, for helping to extend the show an extra couple of minutes.
Yeah, she's already getting my promo, everybody's promo.
I want to
She's
know
just
who that
inserting
other
herself
Fiji
everywhere.
Water Girl is.
Nobody
behind her in the
cares.
corner.
We don't
That's
know.
the next chapter.
No.
We have a new show every Tuesday, so we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.
And I will have